light. 842 here, Big 550 KTRS. Last year, there was a book that came out called Factory Man, and we had the author on the show talking about how John Bassett was from the Bassett Furniture Company and how he decided to stand up to the Chinese, stand up to dumping cheap furniture, and how he turned around a company and saved a town. Well, it is nice enough that John Bassett III has come to St. Louis to sign his book and to talk about it. John Bassett III, welcome to KTRS here in St. Louis.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
We should say that you're going to be at Rothman Furniture today at what time?
10 o'clock.
10 o'clock for a book signing? And
book signing, and actually I didn't write the book. Beth Macy wrote the book.
Right.
But the book is about me, and it's about the industry. What it's really about is America and what has happened in this country.
You comes from a long line of furniture makers.
Absolutely.
And you can tell the story better than anybody, but you left the company and you were doing your own thing, and you found out what? What was happening to the furniture business in the 80s, 90s, and the early 2000s?
Well, it's called globalization, and the furniture business was moving to Asia. At that time, China was the one really taking it away from us. And we never knew about a thing called dumping, and it's part of the World Trade Organization rules. And they were dumping. It was illegal trade, so we called their hand on it.
You actually went there, kind of like an undercover thing, didn't you?
Haven't been lately, I must say. They haven't sent me a visa to come back. But, my point is very simple. My grandfather started this business in 1902 with Bassett. And the question was, why should my people lose their jobs when somebody else is cheating? Now, if they beat us fair and square, okay. I don't want to build a wall around America.
Right.
But I don't want my people to be unemployed because somebody's not playing by the rules.
You didn't just call them out. You put your neck on the line and went to the highest offices and the most powerful people and changed the world, Mr. Bassett.
Well, let's put it this way. I put several parts of my anatomy on the line, if you really want to know the truth. And it was hanging out. But we got great support from the people in the company. When we talked to our employees and said, guys, this is what we need to do, they were so appreciative because some part of management stood up and said, yes, we're going to fight back.
Right.
And we did. And we succeeded. I call it prevailed. And it really made a difference in our company.
Okay, so quickly, because we don't have a lot of time, you're going to be at Rothman Furniture today at 10 o'clock for a book signing on a book, Factory Man, not written by you, but about you. It was a New York Times bestseller, an instant bestseller. Furniture today, for the large part, is throwaway furniture. It is disposable because it's built so cheaply and so inexpensive in China, then shipped over here. It doesn't last the way furniture used to years ago.
Absolutely. People don't invest in furniture as they did 50 years ago. Years ago, a lot of furniture was solid furniture. You passed from, really the women buy the furniture, and it's passed to their daughters and their granddaughters.
Right.
Today, that is very seldom done.
And you and your company decided we're going to make better furniture and we're going to beat the Chinese at their own game.
That's true. Let's put it this way. We had the game. We were not going to let them beat us at our game.
Right.
I mean, it was our ballpark, okay? And we just wanted them to play by the rules, guys. And it's that there are rules in international trade the same way there are rules in football and baseball and paying your taxes or whatever. Play by the rules. That's what they agreed to do.
And ultimately, but businessmen and CEOs usually just go with the flow, send the jobs overseas, and say, sorry, there's nothing we can do about it.
Well, I don't want to criticize my fellow CEOs. Let's put it this way. We didn't want to do that.
Right.
And you didn't want to lose jobs.
No.
This is your community.
Right. And listen, Americans were willing to change. If you will lead Americans, and they know you're fair and square, and they're going to share with the benefits, Americans are the most efficient workers in the world. Don't ever underestimate this country. Now, they don't like it when they're being cheated. Don't misunderstand me. But we organized our people, and we could not have had a better reception.
Okay, not only that, you also saved a town and reopened a factory that was closed down.
That's true.
Talk about that for a moment.
They say we saved the town. That's what they say. We did reopen a factory, and people have jobs, and they can figure out what to call
All right,
it.
how big is the factory now?
We employ 700 people.
Okay.
And we're expanding, and we basically doing what we're doing. We're the only thing left in the United States making mid-price wood bedroom furniture.
Okay.
We're it.
Now, hold on a second. 700 jobs in this factory that you rebuilt. Out of curiosity, how many people live in this town in which you didn't necessarily save?
I imagine 3,000 or 4,000.
Oh, okay. So only 1/3 of the people are working at your factory, but you didn't save the town.
But they come from the 20
yeah.
miles.
Oh,
they
okay.
have farms. They have
Sure,
other things.
certainly
So,
understandable.
they all. Let's put it this way: they within driving distance.
And it's good quality furniture that will last generations.
I would not tell you ever that we made bad quality. Do we make a mistake? We're just like human. But we strive to make an excellent product, and in my opinion, we do.
And the Blue Ridge Mountains and that North Carolina used to be the world hub of furniture.
No question.
Yeah.
You're sort of the last bastion of that. Are you seeing other companies now wanting to come back and sort of reverse the trend?
I think it'll be very hard between the new environmental laws and the fact we've lost our industrial base. And this is truly wood furniture. Upholstery furniture, by and large, have stayed here, except leather, because you ladies, nobody will pick the same fabric. Nobody will pick the same welt. Nobody will pick the same cushions. Nobody will pick the same pillows. So it drives the Chinese and the Asians crazy because they can't get, economies of mass. Now, in wood, they can. So upholstery has been somewhat sheltered by all this.
Mm-hmm. All right. So the name of your company and where can we get your furniture?
The name of the company is Bassett Furniture Company, and our main vendor here in St. Louis, wonderful relationship, is Rothman's Furniture.
Rothman Furniture, and it's Van Bassett. That's the
Vaughn Bassett.
Vaughn Bassett.
Vaughn Bassett.
Vaughn Bassett, and you can get it at Rothman Furniture.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They
And
have a wonderful display.
Yeah.
Your family history is just so interesting too. You know how your
thank you.
your grandfather started it with a few other people, and then there were a couple fires. You guys kept rebuilding. I mean, really.
Oh, we had fires, and the unsung hero in all this was my grandmother. I mean, she was the steel magnolia, and every time those guys got depressed and everything, it was my grandmother who really backed them up and said, boys, you can do this.
Why don't you run for Congress or Senate or president or something?
Well, I always say I'm 77, and
Perfect.
I said, I ran for dog catcher once and lost.
Yeah.
And so if I can't get to be a dog catcher, I don't want to be a congressman.
Ladies and gentlemen, John Bassett III is the subject of a New York Times bestselling book called Factory Man. It came out last year. It was an instant New York Times bestseller written by Beth Macy, and it was a story of a furniture factory and a town, but as John says, it's much more than that. It's a story of America, and one of the few CEOs who has fought for jobs to keep them here in America, to bring them back to America, to reopen factories. It is a wonderful story. The book is called Factory Man. You can get it at Rothman Furniture today. You can get it anywhere, but at Rothman Furniture today at 10 o'clock, you'll sign it and shake some hands and tell a couple stories.
I will kiss the babies, hug the women, shake the men's hand, and sign any book you got.
That's a good thing you're not a politician then. And Vaughn Bassett Furniture exclusively at Rothman Furniture. That's
Thank
it?
you. Absolutely.
John Bassett, thank you very much for coming in.
It's a pleasure
Thank
to
you.
be
Great
here.
story. 851 KTRS.
Flooring takes